This video is going to be a lot longer than it needs to be. Generic intro, I suppose. Hello everyone, it's Ace Cat here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different, which is a Team Fortress 2 action figure video. I would like to apologize in advance, but my cat Oliver is demanding a belly rub, and well, he's gonna have to wait a second, but he's gonna be quite noisy in the background, and he may even try and get in the way of this. I'm gonna have to make this quick because I just woke up and we have to go somewhere after this. I just realized the camera's kind of crooked. Well, anyway, this is not an average Team Fortress 2 action figure collection, because if you look at the figures in front of you right now, you see that they're all the red figures. But how many of you have all of the red figures as well as all of the blue figures? Okay, I'll give you a belly rub, Oliver. So, now, before anyone asks, where did I get the blue Scout, that was actually a red Scout that I found on eBay for around $30, new in the box, and I bought him and decided to make a custom blue Scout because, well, why not? I'd kind of like to have blue variants of the rest of the team as well, since they still haven't made blue variants of Scout, Medic, or Sniper, which is a bit unfortunate, and I don't think they will. Now, main reason I'm making this video is, because a few weeks ago, I was on YouTube, and I got a video in my recommended by someone I was subscribed to. And it was kind of strange, though, because I'd been subscribed to this guy for a few years now, and I was never notified of this video, and it was made 7, almost 8 months ago. The user's name is After Breakfast with SquimJim, and he reviewed all of the Team Fortress 2 action figures pretty much all at once, except he went in order of, like, the series and, like, which ones were released first, and so on and so forth, and gave his overall opinion about it. And he said a few things that are, well, a little, I would deem a few of the things he said to be incorrect, and I also wanted to point some things out and, you know, some defects, some problems with these action figures. I won't be reviewing all of them all at once. I will be making, like, individual reviews for each of them once this is over. But now, if you guys remember when I said I had all of the existing variants plus that custom blue Scout, I do not have all of the accessories. I am only missing 2 accessories, which are specifically the blue Pyro's flamethrower and the Pyro's fire axe, which has a red blade no matter what. And I'll try to put images on the screen right now. I'm not particularly good at editing things like that. But I do have all of, but other than those 2 accessories, I do have most of the accessories, and some doubles, of course. And then all of the characters that I did get new in the box. I have all the front and back arts, as well as all the cards with the codes on the back to get the in-game items. I'm not going to be flipping them over. I have already used the codes for all of them, but if there's some way that you guys could, like, you know, maybe use your computer magic or something, then maybe there's some way you could try and steal my items. I don't know. Hello. Oh, you're a good boy. Okay, well, sorry about this. This is going to be kind of hard to do with one hand, especially considering the angle that I'm in, but I'll go over the arsenal really quick. So, we've got 2 of each of Scout's weapons. Soldier only comes with, like, his rocket launcher and his shovel, and then 3 extra hands. So in total, Soldier has like 5 hands, and then we got Pyro's flamethrower, 2 pipe bomb launchers, sticky grenade launcher. There we go. And then I got the Demo Man's bottles, and this is kind of interesting. This is the one that specifically came with the blue Demo Man, and if you look at the bottle itself, it's kind of painted the exact same color as demo skin, which kind of threw me off because when I opened the package for the first time, I bought him used. I saw it in the bubble wrap and thought, crap, it must be like a defect or something, like there was like this huge bubble on his hand. But no, it was just the beer bottle. But the other one's painted a different color, and I have been able to get the hand off of that bottle as well. But it's kind of weird that the bottle has like this little shape thing to keep it in. It says XXX, and it's dated 1908. And then we have 2 Sashas, or Heavy's miniguns. And then we got the 2 shotguns, Red Heavy's hands for holding the shotgun, Blue Heavy's hands for holding Sasha. Whoops, this fell over, hang on. And then we got the engineer's thing. Now, I got the blue engineer new in the box, and he came with the toolbox. But red engineer I actually got off Amazon, seemingly in new condition, and he only came with his wrench when I thought he was going to be coming all brand new and everything, but no, he just came with his wrench. But I do have the toolbox at least. It would have been neat to get 2 of these toolboxes, because then maybe I could have custom painted one blue, since the blue engineer comes with a red toolbox anyway. But moving right along, we then have the medic's saw and his syringe shooter, whatever that thing's called, sniper's rifle. And then we got 2 of the spy's pistols, electro sapper. I always pronounce it zapper when it's sapper. And then his butterfly knife and an extra hand to hold the sapper, not zapper. Anyway, oh, and I forgot to mention this out. This little bag here. This is the grenade launcher and this bottle here that originally came with Red Demo Man when I bought him used off eBay for the first time. And when I went to pose him for a special occasion, I decided, you know what? Let's try and get him to do the pose like in these pictures here, like where he's doing that funky thing with his legs, kind of. And I managed to do the funky thing with his legs, but then I broke the trigger, so it's in this this bag here. I was gonna try and glue it back on, but honestly, I'm just keeping it because it's just easier, and I really don't want to end up breaking it again. But yeah, and as if any of you couldn't tell, I've lined them all up as well as their weapons in order of roles. So we got offense, defense, and support. And then again we got offense, defense, and then support, but it's just Spy by himself. So those are all of like the accessories that came with the figures, and of course we have all the cards. As I said, that I had 2 scouts new in the box, so I got like 2 of the cards. It was kind of interesting though, because the game just gave me 2 atomic bonk helmets instead of like saying, oh, you have this already, would you like something else? Which was kind of interesting because that's what I was expecting, but you know, I'll probably find someone to give that atomic bonk helmet to. I've already made an offer to one of my friends. But then we've got like all the front arts for the packagings on all these guys, and then all the background arts as well with the information on them. And something that I actually kind of noticed with the older ones, like Soldier, is that like the corners are a little bit more rounded, and then the new on Heavies and the Engineers. But then on the final 3, they're more, well, that one's kind of folded, but they're more pointed. Excuse me. So anyway, so that's all of like the actual Team Fortress 2 stuff that I have, and then as a bonus, I have all this stuff which isn't really Team Fortress 2 stuff, but I have just because it's it would work well with these guys. So if you'll allow me to show you guys this. Most of these things were like things I picked up at Michael's that I thought would be really funny if I put them with Team Fortress 2 action figures. So I have no idea where this whisk came from, but as of right now, that is Blue Pyro's weapon, I guess. I guess it's a joke weapon or something. I hope this is an actual weapon in the game, not to be confused with the demo pan or anything. And I think it came, wherever this came from is also where this jar specifically came from. I was gonna try and make like a little bread monster to put in there, but then I've kind of decided maybe I should just make it one of the Giratis like we have here, where I've these I actually did get at Michael's, and one of them I didn't fill for some reason, or maybe I did, and I tried emptying into that, and that didn't work. And before anyone asks, no, it's not real piss. It's just water with yellow food coloring. Calm down. Then there's a barbecue, which actually flips open and shut, and then it's got this little paper thing. I don't know what the brand of this is. There's probably like a specific brand, but there's a little barbecue thing. And then the exact same brand made buckets, and this is the only one that I painted, but I just thought that it was perfect that they made buckets. So this is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. No. Alright, well anyway, then there's also like these tiny little cola bottles, which kind of fit into some of the characters' hands, kind of not really. Sorry about the shadow of the phone. And then this is gonna have a hard time appearing on camera, but I've got 4 little, not shot glasses, but, wine glasses, I suppose. And then, grape, oh, what does that say? Shiraz? I never noticed that. It's so small because it's just kind of hard to tell. But yeah, and actually I'm gonna move this over here because that's kind of in the wrong spot. And then we have this, and again, I don't know what this is, what it's supposed to be, or where it came from, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be a marshmallow on a stick, or maybe like a drumstick to like hit the drums or something. What do you think? Yeah, good boy. And then I have these 2 little hats. One of them is like Woody's hat, and then the other is like this little graduation hat. I kind of wish that that NECA had made like hats for all these guys, because I think that would have been kind of cool. And then there's also like this box. I forget where I found this, but I put some of the class logos and the Team Fortress thing on here. But then we got like the blue side, and of course I got more of the blue logos there. But the blue Team Fortress 2 logo, I found this little cheese sticker and stuck it there. I think that's an accurate representation of a blue team. I think I'll leave it like that for a second. Since the red has been sitting there. So now, some things that that SquimJim said, and I'm kind of gonna go a little bit out of order here on some of the characters, but he said something about the scout and the engineer not really being able to hold their pistols, because there's no way you're gonna be able to fit Scout's pistol into his trigger hand. Excuse me? Are you... Okay, Oliver's leaving now. Goodbye, Oliver. But there's no way you're fitting Scout's pistol into his trigger hand. Now, really quick, while I do not recommend it, I have managed to do that before, and I about broke the gun instead of his hand. But, yeah, I do not recommend. However, if I... Just allow me to set the camera down here on carpet really quick. I've got a tripod. It was standing on like a box, and I just like moved that over the time of this video. But Scout's pistol does actually fit in his other hand, even though it's kind of open. I mean, it just kind of depends on like the angle that you set it in, like that. So yeah, I mean that works. You can't really get him to like aim at anyone. If he were to put like his hands together, maybe it would look like he's using 2 hands to hold it, but there's that. But then again, maybe I should talk about that in like the actual Scout review. And again, that is also the same case for the engineer, but I think I'm just gonna skip that for now and just talk about that in the review forum. Because I don't want to review all these guys at once. And I really need to hurry this up because I realize I've just been doing this for almost 15 minutes now. Let's see, what else? Also, I really should save this for the review, but in defense of the blue spy's face. Let me pull up the little thing here. So this is what blue spy should. Would you focus, please? Thank you. This is what the blue spy looks like in the game and in the Team Fortress 2 videos. And then here's the action figure's face. Not really an accurate representation, but it is definitely miles better than the Red Spy's face, because they definitely didn't do a good job with the Red Spy's face. I don't know why it's not focusing. Could you focus, please? Thank you. Yeah, so those were just a few things that SquimJim said that I kind of thought were a little false. I mean, then again, that's his opinion about the Spy's face. Yeah, they didn't really do a good job with Blue Spy's face, but they definitely did better than they did with Red Spy's face. So, yeah. So now, a little bit of a story as to how and why I got all of them. See, originally, I only wanted one of them, which was Blue Soldier. Because I had heard that there were Team Fortress 2 action figures. I don't know if I heard about it, or if I thought, hey, did they make action figures of the Team Fortress 2 characters? And looked it up. I don't know how I found out about it, but I ordered Blue Soldier from the valvestore.com. You can probably still go there and find him there for like $20, but it's just gonna say out of stock. And I think he was actually part of like a back order or something, because I bought him back in October of 2017, I believe. But anyway, originally I just wanted to get him, and then, you know, maybe a few of the other characters, but then I had the idea to get all of the blue team members, but then I figured, nah, that'd be kind of lame, because there's a lot of people who just want to get, like, all of the characters in red. And I respect that, but at the same time, that just seems kind of boring, because, well, if you have all of them in red, and ignoring these guys, no blue guys, who are they going to fight? So then I decided to try and get at least, you know, maybe 4 or 5 of them in red, and then 4 or 5 of them in blue, and then, you know, maybe to even things out, get, like, one class, like maybe Soldier or a Spy, like, in the same color or something. But, yeah. Then, eventually, I got drunk or something, I don't know. I got the crazy idea of trying to collect every single existing variant before I turned 17. And I did. I don't really regret anything, but it was very difficult. Red Pyro was the last one I had to get. I didn't really say anything about the accessories, so you guys can't do anything. I only said all of the existing variants of the action figures. But yes, so this will be kind of interesting once I get to doing like the actual individual reviews, because there's just some differences between these guys that I think are kind of interesting that no one really takes the time to point out. But yeah, well, anyway, I almost forgot to talk about what I've broken on these figures. So, I have broken off Red Scout's right or left leg, his left, our right, completely clean off. Red Soldier, I broke his left leg by his knee, it seems. Nothing on him, nothing on them, nothing on them. Sniper, I technically broke off his quiver in the back, but it was kind of made to where it was like almost removable, if that makes sense. So I would just take it off for whenever I took him somewhere, because I'd rather leave that at home than have it lost somewhere out in public or anything, or visiting a friend's home, which was way before this whole quarantine thing hit, guys, just so don't worry. Spy, Scout. I feel like I also broke Blue Scout's leg, but I don't know. If I did, then whatever. Let's see, nothing there, nothing there. And then the Blue Spy, his right arm his right, our left, actually broke when I first pulled him out of the package because I was trying to pose him, and it actually snapped, which is a bit unfortunate, but honestly, I'm kind of faulting the company NECA for this one because I barely applied any pressure and it snapped, which was just kind of frustrating. So I've glued it back on. We were gonna try and make it posable somehow, but we were just too tired, and we may still try to do that one of these days, but not anytime soon though. Well, maybe sometime soon. I don't know, but. Yeah, well, maybe I just barely applied any pressure and it snapped and it's crap, or maybe I just don't know my own strength. One of the two. I would read the information that came with the boxes that was on the back and all that, but I don't want to get in trouble in case any of that is copyrighted. And then again, I'm missing 2 of them, so... Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The only 2 characters I didn't get any variants of new in the box are specifically Demo and Pyro. Demo, Pyro, Ayo. And also, something else that's kind of interesting is that on the box art, it actually says, focus please, it actually says who did the prototypes, paint, sculpts, product development, and packaging for the figures. It's all kind of the same people, which is kind of interesting. I kind of like that. I don't think I've ever really seen that on any other action figure. But then again, these are pretty much the only actual action figures I've ever collected. But yeah, I just realized this video has been going on for 20 minutes now, so I should probably wrap this up. Anyway, I'm going to be making some reviews, individual reviews on these figures after I'm finished with this, but we'll probably have to wait till I come back. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys look forward to the individual reviews and seeing what I have to say. Especially seeing some rather interesting differences between certain figures. And I'm definitely gonna have to go in order of like the Meet the Team videos, so I'm definitely gonna have to start with Heavy. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is Karma Cat. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.